you do that, that's gonna be the best way to prime your body to build more muscle tissue. Gary Walker here, and welcome back for another video. All right, now this video is all about nutrition, man, especially for you guys that are struggling to put on some muscle. Now, here's the thing, you may not have known this, but losing fat, losing weight is a whole lot easier process than building muscle, especially for you older guys. So once you get 40, 50, or 60, it's a lot more difficult to put muscle on your body. Whereas you can always get fat off easily if you are disciplined. So with that said, I do want to share 3 important tips, nutritional tips, that are going to help you finally put on some muscle, because putting muscle on your body as an older man is night and day difference between how you're going to feel and look. So with that said, the very first thing I want you to know is you want to make sure that you are scheduling your carbohydrates. Yes, I said carbohydrates. I do not want you to be afraid of eating carbs, man, but you want to schedule them around your workouts. So now, assuming you're getting your protein where it needs to be, 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is typically what I recommend, especially if you're working out. Now, if you're a sedentary person, that's completely different, but I'm not gonna be talking to you about this video unless your goal is to work out to build muscle tissue. All right, so with that said, 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body weight. Now, here's the other thing. When I talked about eating your carbohydrates, I like you to get a little bit of carbs before your workout. So let's say you're eating 150 throughout a day. You're gonna eat about 25 to 30 before your workout, about an hour before your workout is perfectly fine. And then even consume some carbs during your workout. You can do some 0-calorie dextrose, which is like Gatorade powder or something like that, just to make sure that you have enough to really push you in your workouts, to work out intensely enough to build some lean muscle tissue. So typically I'll do 25 grams before your workout, 25 during your workout. And then after you finish your workout, your first meal after your workout, you can get anywhere up to 100 grams of carbs. So we're talking 150 right there. Now, your other meals throughout the day that aren't bracketing your workouts can be typical protein and veggie meals. But if you're doing that, you're gonna have sufficient carbohydrates to make sure you maximize your muscle growth. So that's the first key thing. Do not be afraid of the carbohydrates. Now, we kind of touched on the other one with the protein. The reason I wanted to kind of bump that up a little bit when I talked about 0.8 to 1 gram, a lot of people are really afraid to eat protein for whatever reason. Now, here's the thing. You have 3 macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Protein are gonna give you all the benefits that you need when it comes to not only burning more body fat, okay, because it has a higher thermic effect of feeding, meaning when you eat protein in comparison to a carbohydrate or a fat, you're gonna burn more calories digesting that protein. Well, protein's also made up of amino acids that are gonna help build more lean muscle tissue. So you need to make sure that you're eating your protein. It's also very satiating. So that's the thing that's gonna keep you from wanting to eat a lot of bad foods, junk foods, and processed foods. Those are 2 keys you really need to focus on. Another key time to make sure that you're getting good quality protein is right before bed. So when I say right before, it can be 30 minutes to 45 minutes before bed. Now, one of the tricks to doing that, you have various types of protein. Now, a caseinate protein is a slower digesting protein. So that's typically what you want before you go to bed. In comparison, when I say caseinate, there's also the whey protein that you're probably familiar with. Whey protein really quickly digests in your body. So it's a fast digesting protein that's gonna hit your bloodstream quickly and your body's gonna burn through it quickly. Now with the caseinate, it's a lot slower. When you're sleeping throughout the night, you're fasting from other foods, if you get a slower digesting protein in your body, you're gonna have that to help increase your recovery, muscle building, testosterone boosting, growth hormone boosting benefits, all of those things. Now, caseinate you can get, basically you could just drink a glass of milk if you want. There's a casein protein supplement similar to whey that you can take as well if you want. Or one of the tricks I like to do is if you eat a fast digesting protein, or if you're drinking a fast digesting protein like whey protein, eat some fats with it. Basically, let's say 5 to 10 cashews, macadamia nuts, something like that. Start eating those first and then drink a whey protein. Those fats are gonna slow down that digestion of that whey protein. Well, there's several different ways to do it. You can also eat some Greek yogurt, something like that, but just make sure you're getting more of the caseinate version. Greek yogurt with some nuts, something like that's gonna slow down that digestion as well. But those are 3 things to really focus on. Key point with this video, definitely eating enough protein. Because with all of the guys I coach, I've coached so many men over 40, over the past 5 years, I've coached about 1,000 already. And one of the biggest issues I've come across is just men not getting enough protein. It's not that they're not afraid to eat it, they just don't want to eat. They lose appetites. They lose their appetites as they get older. Now, don't be afraid to eat your protein. Second thing, don't be afraid to get those carbohydrates. Again, just make sure that you're earning the carbs, eat them on the days you're working out, and then bracket your workouts with them. Reminder, a little before your workout, a little during your workout, and then a lot after your workout if you want. If you do that, that's gonna be the best way to prime your body to build more muscle tissue. So hopefully that was simple enough for you to understand, but if you start implementing some of these tricks, some of these tips, it's gonna make a massive difference in your overall ability to build lean muscle. Again, whether you're 40, 50, even 60 years old. So get busy, man, get to eating, get to incorporating these tips, and good luck to you with your muscle building journeys. As always, get busy, get after it, and God bless.